Just kidding. I'm pouring coffee.
Hey friends, welcome back to The Green Home, our channel where we talk about life in the Smoky Mountains. So today we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna talk about creating simple and healthy habits to transform our lives. Have you ever been in a rut where you're not really prioritizing taking care of yourself and doing those super easy but pretty essential things to live the best version of your life? Well, we're kind of there. So we decided to take a hike on the AT and talk about doing these easy yet powerful shifts to make us feel our best. So come take a walk in the woods with us.
Just made it to Silers Bald, and this is what happens to Chris whenever we're on very, very windy roads. She's gonna need a minute.
We've got our blood pumping a little bit. But yeah, so we started thinking about like what's going on lately and just stuff that's been on my mind and how we've not been in the super healthiest. At least I haven't lately. It's just been watching a lot of TV. Every time I get the little ding on my iPhone, it just keeps telling me every week I spend more time on it. And I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to feel it fog my clarity, and I'm starting to get into that mindset where I need to be like plugged in and stimulated by something else. So that's kind of what prompted this hike today, is sort of like a recommitment to getting outside and moving our legs and not focusing so much on what we need to, take in, but how we can simply be and move through life without that. So a little bit about what's going on. My weaknesses.
So, speaking of healthier habits, I think a big part of it for me sometimes is consuming stuff on screen. My job sort of entails that because I'm in front of a computer all day and on the phone. And I notice it's hard to sort of switch that over, even on a regular weekday just after work hours. And a lot of times when the weekend comes in, it's sort of like I've already had this consumption habit, so much so that like being able to just relax and turn my brain off is really hard to do. Or it adds to the further consumption when it comes to going out and getting some food or getting a beer, not really knowing what to do without something like that. It's actually not until we commit and decide we're going on a hike and actually get out here, really, that the sort of chip in my brain switches over, and then it's healing. Good girl. Come on. That's a good girl.
Sometimes I have this inclination to go on like a media fast, but it's really tough because my job is in that. So it's like I can't really totally escape from it. And I've got a good head on my shoulders, and even working in social media and working specifically with influencers and knowing a little bit about what goes on behind what they share, sometimes I get this sort of like I begin to feel a little bit sad, especially if, you know, lately I've not been feeling so great. I've been feeling a little down, just a little impatient with where I'm at in certain aspects of my life. And I've never necessarily been one of those people to compare or to be upset if others are achieving something, but I'm not gonna lie, like constantly looking at a curated feed of how amazing and perfect everyone's life is can sometimes unconsciously do something to me. Like I'll honestly start to feel a bit, why am I not feeling like that? Why aren't I okay with where I'm in my life or meeting certain milestones? So yeah, coming out here definitely, like, we don't have service, so it kind of just like forces me not to kind of like automatically scroll, you know? And it's the scrolling without intention that does the most damage. I think when I'm being intentional online, I seem to find the things that I seek versus just, you know, whatever comes up. I'm not really in control. I'm letting whatever curate my experience. So.
When I was down in Miami, there's a lot of opportunities where the weekend would come and I wouldn't necessarily know what to do, but I did go outdoors and get active, but it was slightly different. I was able to go on a run over to the local park. There was always kind of like, it was very result oriented, you know, I needed to get this workout done. There's something different, especially now that we're, you know, a quarter of the way up, blood's pumping, and I feel like it's not results based. I'm not here to get a workout. It's just really an amazing feeling to be in the mountains, walking through the woods and surrounded by natural beauty with barely anyone around. It's just a whole different thing.
I genuinely think in life that like attracts like, and sometimes we just really meet the best people on these trails. Fellow explorers, they're in a good mood, they want to connect. We just met a guy who was doing the AT, which is a goal Jaime has to probably through hike it, which means to do it in small pieces. It's very long to do all at once in one shot. But it's just always, it makes me feel good to meet people like that are just so friendly and willing to connect, and their energy is contagious. It's really nice.
And this is us stopping mid-hike in order to take a thumbnail photo.
So that more of you click on our freaking videos.
Exactly.
Everything's a lot more green up here.
This thing or what?
No.
Girl.
Last time that I did this, I'm gonna put a photo here. I was so determined, but it was so hard. Like when I was growing up, I was never an athletic kid. I was definitely like chosen last in like all the sports, and I had a lot of truths that I just believed about myself, that I am not coordinated, I'm not athletic, that I don't have those capabilities, that my body was just limited and some people were born with gifts. And when I do stuff like this, it makes me just totally remember that those are just lies, and those are lies that I adopted as truth, and it's just not true if I can climb a fucking mountain. So I'm gonna go climb a mountain.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're gonna be, who you're gonna be, who you're because you don't know who you're gonna be, who you're gonna be.
Sitting here at almost the top of Silers Bald, I'm experiencing a little bit of anxiety every time Mia decides to leave us. But other than that, I'm experiencing tranquility and peace. The view here is pretty outstanding, and also I'm feeling accomplished. Like, we went out and we did something today, and we did something that was good for us, not only for our physical bodies, but I would say for our soul.
Yeah.
Freaking out, everybody.
We have a situation here. The way down is always much easier and much more satisfying. Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't even notice it. Hold on.
Yeah, tissues?
I got tissues. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, get out.
Chris very easily drips from her nose. Right, baby?
No.
She's still extremely attractive.
No, this is not food. It's not food. It's okay to be wet. No, get back. Everyone get back. Everyone get back.
Freaking out, everybody.
We have a situation here. I'm leaking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, don't get this on camera.
We all blow our nose, right?
We do.
Still getting used to this camera thing.
One more water, Bo.